would you like to bring the healing and cleansing power of the sun inside your kitchen, your bathroom, your basement, even your entire house? Introducing a revolutionary new super oxygen technology. The future of light is here, and we call it Pure Light. The technology behind Pure Light has been shown to break down and destroy 99.9% of deadly bacteria and viruses, including flu and cold viruses, Salmonella, E. coli, Staph, CRE, flesh-eating necrosis, MRSA, even mold and fungus. Also, Pure Light bulbs clean the air of odors like tobacco smoke and burnt food, allergens like pollen and formaldehyde, harmful gases like carbon monoxide, methane, and benzene.
Hi, Roger K. Young from Total Solar Super Green, and with my good friend, grandson, Eli. Say hi, Eli. Can you say hi? There we go. Anyway, now let me ask you a question. What would you do to protect your family from deadly diseases that are floating around the air? Things like MRSA, Ebola, swine flu, staph infection, Salmonella. There's a new children respiratory illness that is going around and paralyzing children all over the country. So what would you would do about those kind of things? What price would you pay to help protect your family? How about protecting them from pollution like methane gas, radon gas, formaldehyde, poisons and chemicals that are just floating around, smoke, any of those kind of things. Now, how about allergies? What would you do to help protect your family from allergies? Well, if you're like most families, you'd probably pay almost any price. $300, $500, $1,000 to help protect your family, and a lot of people spend a heck of a lot more. In fact, there's a company out there that has a new machine that for $1,000 would cleanse a room. Of course, it's it's not $1,000, it's $100,000. And you can't be in the room when it does that. Anyway, so what would you do to help protect your family from those things that are floating around in the air? How about just changing a light bulb in your house? A few of them, perhaps in your kitchen or in your bathroom, or if you like, maybe the entire house. I'd like to introduce to you a brand new product that's been in development for almost 10 years now. And what it is, it's a new technology. It has 2 new patents on it, and we just applied for a 3rd patent on it. But, it's really not a new technology. It's actually been out in nature for thousands, perhaps millions of years. You ever wonder why we're not swimming in smoke and chemicals and pollutions and things along this line? That's because nature has a way of getting rid of all that kind of stuff. What this group that I've been working with has been doing has been taking that technology that nature uses, and we've been able to put it on a light bulb. And so all you would really have to do, I'm going to put Eli down here. Oh, there you go. Thanks, big guy. And all you have to do to take care of that would be something very simple, like change your light bulb. Let me show you how easy it is. It's hot. Take that out. Put this in. Now this happens to be an LED bulb. We also have compact fluorescent bulbs, and we also have, commercial. Here's a 4-foot, 1.5-inch, 40-watt commercial bulb. We also now can manufacture the 32-watt, 48-inch bulbs. Okay, but all you have to do is replace the light. Now, if you'll notice, this bulb here consumed 100 watts. This consumes 8.7 watts. If you'll notice the color difference between them, this one is a very, very bright bulb. In fact, you would normally pay maybe $35 or $50 for this kind of bulb because it's the same color as those that they use to help people overcome the blues. When you're in the winter and you're in the house all winter long and it always seems to be dark. Okay, these are the kind of light bulbs that brighten the house up and kind of chase those blues away. So they're very, very nice and very, very bright. And so you'll notice the color difference. I don't know if you can see this on the camera. This almost appears now to be yellow, this incandescent bulb. Now you would expect these kind of bulbs to maybe cost, $20, $50, maybe even $100. Instead, they only cost a little bit more than your normal everyday light bulb. And so what we would encourage you to take a consideration that next time you're worried about your family's health, about the stuff that's floating in the air, you read the newspaper, or you would like to have an allergy-free house, or you'd like to have just a brighter house, that instead of just going down to your local store and buying a regular ordinary light bulb, spend a couple of bucks more and buy one of our light bulbs. This is an antibacterial, anti-pollution, and anti-fungal light bulb. And the neat thing about it is it also gets rid of allergens, pollen and other things that are floating in the air. And it's just as simple as just changing a few light bulbs in your house. You got the light bulbs.
Yes.
So JJ brought home the light bulbs. So tell us, you had a couple of experiences, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. We were expecting he told me about them, so I was thinking that it was just gonna just take some of the odors out of the bathroom and stuff, and so which it did. I was a little skeptical, but it did. It took the odors out of the bathroom, which was amazing, and then it did that, and then which was amazing that it took the odors out, but that it also had something neat happen, which we have well water out here, and which we have hard water. And so in our toilet, it is kind of hard water in our toilet and some bacteria and stuff, and so we have to constantly scrub our toilets, and some of the other neighbors here in the area have the same problem, and so it's always like this yellow water that builds up, and yellow kind of a scum that builds up. And so every other day we're constantly scrubbing it, but we haven't had to do that probably maybe once or twice every 2 weeks.
So how long have you had the light bulbs?
Maybe 2 months now, I think. I'm not sure. It's been a while, and so it's amazing how white our toilet stays now. It's incredible. And then the other thing is our kids aren't getting nearly as sick anymore. We are constantly calling them sick all the time in school.
How many kids you got?
We have 7.
7 kids, yeah.
And so our school is getting mad at us all the time. So it's amazing how well they're staying now, which we completely...
You mean it doesn't pass around? It doesn't.
No. So...
Because I know at school, because I taught school, at school you bring home everything, and then you pass it around everything, everybody gets it.
Yeah. And so it's funny how when they did bring it home, it was going from kid to kid to kid, and so if they do get sick, it's gone. One kid gets it, and then it's gone. But it doesn't happen like that anymore. So
wow.
It's amazing. We weren't expecting anything like that at all. Oh, whenever we have some smells or anyone burns food or it just stinks in the house, we just have the kids turn on the lights, and within just a few minutes, the smells are gone.
So when something burns or something smells bad, you say, turn on the lights.
Turn on the lights and the smells are gone within just a few minutes. It's wonderful. Yeah. Anything else? The other thing is we noticed that if you leave them on longer, the better the experience that you have with them. And which is nice because the wattage is so low that the energy you save so much energy.
Now you have the total solar super green LED light bulbs, right?
Yes.
Because I don't remember JJ brought those home.
Yes.
Okay, the LED ones.
Yeah, the LED ones. So
Okay.
you save tons of energy with those on. Because my kids are always leaving the lights on. Yeah. And so, because they're scared at night, and so they always want the lights on. And so it's nice, so we don't have to worry about the light bill. Because they're always leaving the lights on.
Terrific. Well, would you recommend the light bulbs to others?
Absolutely. In fact, I was talking about to some neighbors a couple weeks ago with them, and they immediately wanted to try them, and they're having some good experiences also.
We put these light bulbs in about 8 months ago, and we usually get sick during the winter, and we haven't had any sickness for about 8 months. So we really like that. They've made our kitchen brighter.
I noticed that My pleurisy hasn't come back either. So, I don't know. I guess that's a good thing.
No pneumonia,
No pneumonia?
no cold, no flu. We always get colds.
I noticed the kitchen smells a little better. It seems to keep the odors down.
I think it's the light bulbs that have kept us from getting sick. There's nothing else that has changed in our life this winter. So I think it's the light bulbs.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I highly recommend them to anybody who'd like to try them out. I think it'd be a good thing. Especially, I think, in restaurants, hospitals. It seems like it'd be a good thing. Doctors' offices. So, yeah, I think that's a good deal. Yeah, this is a new thing. I think it's great.
Well, my son told me about these lights, and so I had him get me a couple. And before I put the lights in, it looked like this all the way across the ceiling. And now it's slowly, it got most all this and really cleaned it up really fast. And then this part is slowly working its way and cleaning everything. It was all quite a bit darker before. It was pretty, the mold's in the ceiling and it's hard to get it out. I clean it out maybe once a year with Clorox, or that mold. I think it's mostly what it is just Clorox. It's a mold. But I usually do that about once a year, but I hadn't done it in a couple of years, and then it mainly stays right there above the tub. But I hadn't done it in a couple of years, and it was clear. I mean, it was all the way back clear to the other ceiling. But when I put these in, I left them on for about a week, all day, all night, steady. And it really cleaned it. I mean, back to here, it cleaned it up really good. But now I don't. I just turn them on when you go to the bathroom, you turn it on. And I would recommend to anybody that wants to get rid of mold. And it also helps to keep the air in here clean. You know, you don't smell musty or anything like that. I'm not sure what the name of them is, but they work. That's all I know. They work and they kill mold and just they're good light bulb.
This is the future. After 50 years, and we've been working on it for the last 15 years, we have the next generation, the future of light. This is the first light bulb that actually cleans and freshens the entire planet. If we could replace everyone with this light bulb, we'd have a better place to live in. This light bulb will affect the way we live, the way we work, the way we play, everything about our lives. What's really neat about it is it's really not just a light bulb. It is actually a miniaturized air purification and air cleaning system that shines. We're really excited. In fact, right now, let me tell you a little bit about the process, how it works. Right now, it's right here and it's working. As you can see, it only uses 9 watts. It's just as bright as that 100-watt light bulb, the 32-watt fluorescent bulb, the 52-watt halogen bulb. It's just as bright. And what's really neat about it is right now it's producing superoxygen molecules. Now these molecules, if you can imagine, these molecules are actually coming out. And what happens is that it's called a photocatalytic action. It's producing these electrons when these electrons come in contact with water vapor, they turn into superoxygen molecules. And depending on which way those electrons turn, they clockwise or counterclockwise, they produce 2 kinds of superoxygen molecules. One kind is exactly the same kind as in our bodies right now, and that our bodies use as a defense mechanism against harmful bacteria, viruses, and mold. And what happens is that as these superoxygen molecules come in contact with the virus, the cell wall of the virus or the bacteria or the fungus, they don't like that extra oxygen through a process called cell lysing. They actually dissolve the bacteria. They're gone. It's quite amazing. And so right now we have that kind out. So we're literally cleaning the air for about 6-8 feet around in all the directions of viruses and bacteria and stuff. Meanwhile, it's leaving the good stuff alone. Plants love this stuff. Animals love this life. Now, on the other hand, the other type of superoxygen molecule is the kind that comes out and it cleans what we call volatile organic compound. In fact, science has actually turned it the cleansing agent of the troposphere or the atmosphere. What it does is that when it comes in contact with a VOC or a volatile organic compound, such as carbon monoxide, it changes carbon monoxide into carbon dioxide, into harmless carbon dioxide and water vapor. It literally will get rid of carbon monoxide, formaldehyde, benzene gas, and those are some of the main components of smog. So literally, if we had all the lights around shining out our technology out, this pure light technology, superoxygen light technology out, then it would literally be cleaning the atmosphere. Literally, as it comes out, it's cleaning the air of bacteria and carbon monoxide and formaldehyde and all these toxic gases. And it cleans and freshens the air. That fresh smell you smell outside, this is the technology, the Mother Nature technology, that is producing that. So in the house, it gets rid of the smoke, it gets rid of the odors, tobacco smoke, cigar smoke, pet odors, dirty diapers odors. In fact, the other day, it gets rid of smoke. I burned something on the stove. I was cooking something. I was going to fry something, and my wife turned around and said, "Hey, your oil's burning there." And so I literally, as the clouds of smoke went up, I have a couple of these lights right above it, and so as it went up, I just watched in amazement again as it got near the light, just disappeared. It just disappeared. And then there was some smoke that went around the light because it was a lot of smoke, and went up to the ceiling. And it was a column of smoke up the ceiling. And when it hit because I had these lights in the ceiling in my kitchen as well, it got rid of the smoke. It disappeared there. So within about 10 or 15 minutes, no smoke, no odor. It was great. I was back, trying it again. Got rid of the oil and tried it again. Meanwhile, we weren't in the living room, and so a little bit of smoke up there, and I flipped on the light. And I could see a little bit, I could smell a little bit, and in about 45 minutes, it was, that was all gone. And so it's amazing what this technology, this superoxygen technology can do. Let me show you a couple other little things about it. I can go hours, and people know me, I can spend hours talking about this. It's safer, for example. You can touch this light bulb. You can't dare touch these. Here's a little thermometer, laser thermometer. If you go over here to the incandescent, it's about 268 degrees. All right. Here to the fluorescent bulb, it's 180 degrees. To the halogen bulb, it's 305 degrees. But to the, it's 105 degrees. You can touch it. Let me show you one other thing. It's safer. It's safer for you. Okay? This is a hard surface. Try doing this with an incandescent or a fluorescent or a halogen bulb. Again, you can hold it in your hand. It's not very hot. And then bounce it. Almost indestructible, so almost unbreakable. Yes, we have taken an 8-pound sledgehammer and smashed the heck out of it, and we have been able to break it. But it's great, it's wonderful, and it's safer for you. So here we have a technology that will clean and freshen the planet. It'll clean and freshen your house. It'll make things wonderful in your house. We call it again, fresher, cleaner, happier, and healthier. Okay. Now, I can spend an hour talking about this light bulb. We have other technology that's coming out. We have light bulbs that are coming out. We have specialty bulbs in the next couple of months. We have another 15 or 20 different types of products that we're coming out with over the next couple of years. And we're excited about them, and we want to introduce them. And the way we've decided to introduce them to the world is through a discount buyers club. We would like you to test and try these at home. And so we don't want you to pay full retail for them, as we put it in a few stores, and we full retail for them. So what we're going to do is we're going to allow you to buy them at below wholesale cost. And so by joining the Discount Buyers Club, the Pure Light Discount Buyers Club, you can buy our technology for 50% off and then get it built at 35%. Now 35% is the usual wholesale cost. And so you'll be able to do that. In fact, as you share and tell your friends about this new technology, and people do that all the time, we'll give you a little bit of cash reward to say thank you for helping us spread the word and teaching people about our new technology.
There are over 140 scientific studies on the technology behind Pure Light. Closest tech to Pure Light is ozone, but Pure Light is much more effective and odorless. Importantly, the Pure Light Super Oxygen technology does not use harmful ultraviolet light. Doctor recommended, simple and safe to use. Just replace the light bulbs in your kitchen, bathroom, and then your entire house. Great for businesses, restaurants, schools, factories, greenhouses too. Pure Light is a full spectrum light. Bright and cheery, long-lasting for 9 years or more. Safer because it's cool to the touch. Pure Light saves you money on your light bill. Get some and see the difference for yourself. So, what would you do to help protect your family against deadly diseases, plagues, mold, allergens, and harmful pollution? How about just changing a few light bulbs in your house?